MSC Cruises has taken the cruise market by storm in the last 5 years, causing many seasoned as well as first-time cruisers to ask the question, how does MSC compare to other brands such as Carnival or Royal Caribbean? We've been on 4 MSC cruises within the last year and have more booked for 2025. And so this video is meant to give you the insider tips and tricks and everything else you need to know to plan your next MSC cruise vacation. So come along with us as we introduce you to MSC. The Mediterranean Shipping Company, also known as MSC, is the 3rd largest cruise line in the world, just behind Royal Caribbean and the Carnival Corporation. They started cruising in 1988 and entered the North American market in 2013, which is why many people don't really know who they are. MSC has gradually been adding more ships and itineraries to the American market and served over 1.5 million passengers in 2024 alone. So they're becoming a pretty large player in the game. As a cruise line, MSC is most well known in the European market. So as they've moved into the North American market, they have been adapting their services to the desires and tastes of the American traveler. One key question we hear a lot about MSC is what language is spoken on board, considering they are an Italian line. We can tell you, English is the main language spoken on MSC. Although you do see a lot of European travelers on MSC Cruises, so it's pretty common when they do announcements that they will do them in anywhere from 3 to 5 different languages. One of the first things you may notice if you're traveling on an MSC cruise ship, and I know this sounds really silly, but they don't have a 17th floor. 17 is considered an unlucky number in Europe, similar to how the number 13 is considered to be unlucky in the States. And so you rarely will see in the States a 13th floor. Similarly on MSC, you won't see a 17. Another thing that you'll notice that is very similar between the ships is that MSC does have North American as well as European outlets within all of the cabins. So you don't need to worry about bringing along your European adapter. Although I usually bring mine because it doubles my charging capacity within the cabin. One of our favorite things about MSC Cruises is the beautiful decor. It very much has a European flavor to it, but all around the ship, no matter which ship you go on, you will find many wonderful, comfortable lounges. Frankly, the most comfortable lounges I've been on any cruise ship. The furniture is outstanding, and they're all set to different themes, and there's so much fun and energy in each one. Another thing we absolutely love on MSC Cruises is the theme parties. Now, they will vary a little bit based on the itinerary, but we've been on a number of shorter as well as longer cruises. And some common themes we've noticed is every time there's a gala party, that's your formal night, you'll also have a wonderful party for white night. That's fantastic. And all of these parties, no matter which ones are on your tour, are family friendly, full of wonderful music, and you see everyone getting involved, dancing, and just having a wonderful time. One of my favorite things about MSC is their loyalty club. It's called the Voyagers Club. When you travel with MSC, you can accumulate points based on your experience, the itinerary you choose, and a variety of other factors that allow you to get discounts on different things while on the ship, as well as discounts on future bookings. One of the fastest ways to move up the Voyagers Club is through Loyalty Match. MSC will allow you to transfer points from loyalty programs on other cruise lines and even some credit cards that allow you to move up in status really quickly. Because of the point match, we started out at MSC on their silver tier and have since moved up to the gold. You should check out their website because they did make some changes in 2024 to the Voyager program, so you can see where you land and what discounts you're entitled to. If you're finding this video to be helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's free and really helps our channel to grow. Thanks a lot. Not to be confused with the Voyager Club, another common thing you see on MSC is the Yacht Club. The Yacht Club is a ship within a ship. Basically, it is a separate area for the highest paid cabins that allows you some amazing services if you choose to go to that level. With the Yacht Club, you get your own private dining room. You get your own private area within the ship. You get your own private pool. You even get a butler, which, let's be honest, that's really cool. Plus, you get priority boarding, you get priority tenders, and a number of other benefits that really makes the Yacht Club an amazing experience from everyone who has participated in it. A common source of confusion when booking your MSC cruise is the experiences that you have to choose from. There are 3 experiences outside of the Yacht Club that you have to choose from. The first is the Bella Experience, and it is the least expensive option. So if you're looking to cruise on a budget, this one's the one you're probably going to choose. Bella is a guaranteed cabin, which means they select your cabin for you. You don't pick your cabin. With the Bella Experience, you will get assigned dining. And because it is the least expensive experience, anything else, for the most part, will be an additional charge. For example, if you want room service, you're going to have to pay a delivery fee for that, as well as if you need to make a change to your tour, you're going to need to pay extra for that as well. The mid-tier experience on MSC is called Fantastica. And the Fantastica Experience gives you a few extra perks that you don't find in the Bella Experience. The first one is that you will get to select your stateroom. And for many people, this itself is a really important option. Additionally, you get a few extra discounts at the Fantastica level, including having free continental breakfast delivered to your room every morning, free 24-hour room service, and you're allowed to change your cruise one time without a fee. So if you have to change the date or go at a different time, you can make that change once for free if you've booked at the Fantastica level. The third experience is the Aurea Experience, and this is definitely a luxury experience, offering you access to the best rooms in the best locations on the ship. Aurea Packages also offer you some amazing special perks that you don't see in the other 2, including access to the thermal spa, a pillow menu, bathrobes and slippers in your room, a free welcome package, access to your own solarium that's only available for Aurea guests, as well as other perks that make this step up potentially a really fun idea. Next, let's talk about the check-in process. MSC, like many of the other cruise lines, has an app that allows you to do a lot of things in advance. One thing to know though, their app does not allow you to make very many purchases pre-cruise. It has full functionality when you're actually on the ship. So if you're trying to do something in the app and it isn't working out, I recommend you go to the website. This is a glitch I recommend MSC deal with, but that's another video. Anyway, one of the things about the check-in process is it does allow you to take a photo of your passport so that once you actually arrive at the port, you can pretty much get right onto the ship. I think with the 4 MSC cruises we did last year, the longest we had to wait to get on the ship was maybe half an hour. And that was once. The rest of the time, we were able to get on the ship usually in less than 10 to 15 minutes. And that's awesome. Fast to the fun is always a good idea. After you check in online, they will send you an email. And in that email, you will get access to your boarding passes as well as your luggage tags. A great tip is to put those luggage tags on your bags before you get to the port, so that when you're getting out of your taxi or whatever mode of transportation you use to get to the port, you can drop your bags with the porters and off you go. All right, let's talk about it. Food. One of the biggest issues that MSC has had in their online reviews is people not liking the food. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I really struggle with this category simply because food is so subjective. One meal that might be amazing to one person could be horrible to the next. So I think a lot of the complaints I read about food are more in the category of taste than anything else. Again, We've been on 4 MSC cruises in the last year, and we have found some meals we like and some meals we don't. And we've had that same experience on every cruise line. So personally, I think you just got to try some stuff out and give it a chance. Your cruise fare includes a number of food options, including the buffet, coffees, teas, milks, juices, and those kind of drinks, most of which are found up in the buffet area, as well as your main dining room. All passengers are assigned a spot in the main dining room, except for the Aurea or the Yacht Club. They're a different experience. But if you're in the other ones, you will get a spot in the main dining room where you will have the same staff the entire time. If you don't like your time or your location in terms of your table, because MSC does do table sharing, so we've been paired up with other couples before. But if that's not something that's comfortable to you, I strongly recommend as soon as you get on the ship, go to the main dining room and ask to have it changed. Every time we've asked, we've been able to have our time or our table changed. And so they've been very accommodating in that regards. Some things that we have absolutely loved on MSC are the desserts, as well as, and remember, they're an Italian line, so the pizza, the breads, the rolls, the cheeses, all that stuff is absolutely amazing. And we strongly recommend those things. We also enjoyed some of the specialty dining options. This is an extra upcharge, but if you're interested, for example, in a steak restaurant, many of the ships have the Butcher's Cut, which is a fantastic steakhouse. We also experienced the Hibachi experience and enjoyed both of those and thought the food in both of those situations was outstanding. If you're interested in learning more about MSC's specialty options, check this video out. Now, let's talk about the free things you can get that are included in your fare on your MSC cruise. The first one we're going to talk about is the world-class entertainment. Chris and I have found the entertainment on MSC to be, for the most part, outstanding. I mean, no one's going to like everything, but to be fair, we have really enjoyed it. They have a number of amazing singers, dancers, and other performers. We strongly recommend you go to the theater show every night. They play the theater show twice every night. They have an early showing and a late showing. So no matter what time you are assigned to dinner, you will have an opportunity to see the main theater show. It's important to know, on many ships, you will need to make a reservation for seats because seats can be limited in the theater shows. And you can either do that on the app or you can do it on the big boards that are located around the ship. If you don't make a reservation, you can just show up. And if all the seats aren't claimed, they'll let you in. So that's not a big deal. We also love the lounge entertainers that we've seen on our various ships. They've got some fantastic pianists, guitar players, singers. It is an amazing group of people. I strongly recommend you go around to all the different lounges and check out these amazing performers. There are a couple other free things you might want to keep in mind when you're on your next MSC cruise. The first one, insider tip, you want to go to the captain's party. Free booze! Plus, if your itinerary includes going to Ocean Key, the private island that MSC owns in the Bahamas, you also will be able to take advantage of free loungers and food while you are on the island. Please know, though, that when you're on the island, if you want an umbrella, you will have to rent one. The last thing they have is free soft serve ice cream. It's located in the buffet area, and sometimes they have a spot set up around the pool. It's regular soft serve, and they have options for either bowls or cones, and sometimes they even have free sprinkles. Please know, though, that the gelato that you will see at a few places around the ship is not included in your cruise fare. However, you want to try it. It's amazing. So try the gelato on your MSC cruise. It's worth the money. The next major free thing that you should take advantage of is using the app for communication. Within the app, there is a free texting tool. You don't even need the Wi-Fi package, so that you can keep in contact with all of the different members of your party or new friends that you meet while on board. Be aware though, if you don't have a Wi-Fi package, Sometimes you will get kicked off the network and you need to log back in, and you might miss messages in the meantime. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're waiting for a message for someone in your party. The app is also really helpful because most of the menus have QR codes. So you can use your phone to check your QR codes. You can use the app to also make theater reservations, get excursions, and any other information that you might need on your cruise. MSC, like other cruise lines, have some additional charges that you do need to be aware of before you take your cruise. The biggest one that applies to everyone is what is on your bill as the hotel service charge. What this is mandatory gratuities. It is a fee that is charged for each cabin. It typically runs between $14 and $20 a person, depending on your itinerary. And this fee is charged, and the money that is collected is split between all the crew members on the ship, both the ones that you might see personally, as well as the ones that are below decks, making sure everything goes smoothly. You do have the ability to go to customer service and ask to have this fee increased, decreased, or even removed altogether. But realize that money goes directly to the hard-working men and women who work to make your cruise a wonderful experience. Another fee you need to be aware of applies to people who purchase drinks a la carte. Be aware that if you purchase drinks a la carte, on your bill, they are going to add an 18% gratuity that goes to the bar staff. Like other cruise lines, an additional charge you may need to consider would be the Wi-Fi access. Now, you don't need Wi-Fi to have a wonderful vacation, although some people say that they need it for a variety of reasons. I'm not getting judgy here. But know that you are going to have to pay, and they don't list the price in advance, and it does fluctuate, around $20-ish a day or even more, depending on the quality of internet as well as the itinerary. And there is no free Wi-Fi on the private island either. The last charge you may choose to participate in would be if you choose to participate in specialty dining. You can purchase specialty dining as well as drink packages before you travel, as well as on the ship. Know you will probably get a discount if you purchase them in advance. When you get on the ship, there will be people who will be going around trying to talk you into purchasing specialty dining and drink packages. They're really good about it if you just say no thank you, but if you're interested in an upgraded dining experience, it is something you may want to consider. Now, you don't need to purchase a package to eat at one of the specialty restaurants. You can just go there and make a reservation. But if you do purchase a package, know that at the specialty dining restaurants, you will be limited to a certain number of items on the menu, where if you go in a la carte, you can have whatever you want. As a company, MSC continues to invest in the American market, and they're adding some really fun and new exciting things in the next few years. They've built a new cruise terminal in Miami that opened in February 2025. They're adding one of their brand new large ships, the World America, which will be sailing out of Miami in April of 2025. They've also announced plans to build new terminals in Galveston, Texas, and to start cruising to Alaska in 2026. So MSC is in the American market and plans to stay. In the end, if you've cruised with other cruise lines like Carnival or Royal Caribbean, you're honestly not going to notice that many differences when you travel on MSC. Honestly, the biggest difference we've noticed is that there are a lot more European travelers on MSC, which makes sense since their main market has been in Europe. If you're interested in more videos on our MSC experiences, check the description below. We've included videos that include ship tours, specialty dining reviews, main dining room reviews, and other things that might help you to better understand what it's like to be on MSC. I hope this video has really helped you when you plan your next MSC cruise. Thank you so much for watching, and happy cruising!